this correct?
Yes, correct. And Josep, no, well, here we go. There you are. And Josep, you're there.
Thank you.
Prime Minister Pashinyan, dear Secretary Blinken, I'm very glad to host this meeting together with the HRVP Josep Borrell here in Berlaymont. I'm glad to host a meeting in support of Armenia. We're delivering on a promise we made last October, the promise to stand shoulder to shoulder by Armenia, with Armenia, and at the same time, the promise to set a vision for the future of our partnership, and this is what we're going to be discussing today. This vision will be underpinned on the European Union side by a resilience and growth plan for Armenia, 270 million euros in grants over the next 4 years. We will invest in making the Armenian economy and society more robust and resistant to shocks. We will support your businesses, your talents, in particular your small and medium enterprises, so that we can help them to grow, to innovate, and to access new markets. And we will invest in key infrastructure projects, for example, in the Black Sea electricity cable. That is a transmission route full of opportunities. It can notably bring clean, renewable energy into Europe. We're ready to support it. And in parallel, we'll continue investing in Armenia's renewable energy production and in better interconnections with Georgia. We will also be exploring cross-border transport if and when conditions allow. And in this context, I welcome your Crossroads of Peace initiative, Prime Minister. And finally, we come today with new measures for aviation and nuclear safety and for trade diversification. This support package we're presenting today builds on the success of an existing economic and investment plan from the European Union for Armenia. It has already mobilized over €500 million in investments. I think this is great news. And now we can do even more with the fresh investment perspective. And that is why we have recently launched an investment coordination platform, so that we can jointly identify new projects, accelerate the pace, and maximize the potential of our investments on the ground. Of course, the European Union will continue to support reforms in Armenia through advice, technical support, and funding. And in this context, Prime Minister, I want to congratulate you for your efforts to carry out democratic reforms, and this despite the challenges faced. I also welcome the measures that Armenia has taken against the circumvention of our sanctions against Russia, in particular to make sure that lethal equipment and technologies do not end up in the hands of Russian military. This shows that the European Union and Armenia are increasingly aligned in values and interests. Now, we're going to look today at the broader partnership, and let's take it forward with a new and ambitious partnership agenda between the European Union and Armenia. This is what we will be discussing in more detail in a moment. To conclude, we're not forgetting, Prime Minister, about the plight of the displaced Karabakh Armenians. The humanitarian situation of refugees in Armenia remains a priority. We have provided over 30 million euros in support of the refugees since last September, and we're ready to do more to support the long-term integration of refugees. I want to say how happy I am to receive both of you here in the Berlaymont, because Europe and Armenia share a long and common history. The time has come to write now a new chapter, and I'm very glad, Secretary Blinken, to count on the United States as a committed and like-minded partner in these efforts. We will continue to work all together for the future of Armenia in a stable and prosperous South Caucasus region.